Good morning, my dear children. So, last class we have seen how to prepare the deceased partner's capital account with one complete question where I told you how to make it and finally transfer the balance amount due to the deceased partner. If you remember, Robert's capital account. Now, today we are going to see that how do we settle the account of the deceased partner by transferring it to his executor's account, who are the legal heirs, HEIR apostrophe S. So our topic for today is preparation of deceased partner's capital account and his executor's account, determining the amount payable to executors. Remember children, this is death of a partner. So the settlement of the deceased partner's amount due can be done only with his executors. So this is one difference from retirement of partner, whereas all other things going the same. So let's go directly into the question where there are three partners XYZ with profit sharing ratio 6:1:1, and this is the balance sheet on 31st March 2019. Please remember the date of the balance sheet when it is given in question, because to calculate the time period we have to see this date till the date of death of the partner. So here is a balance sheet which looks like a normal balance sheet since we have done admission and retirement of a partner. Only one extra thing which I'm seeing here is Z's loan. The partner Z has given loan to the firm, which is a liability with rupees 50,000. And then the question is followed by the adjustments. So just after the balance sheet, if you can see, the line says Z died on 31st December 2019. Now let us work on it. The date of balance sheet was 31st March 2019 and the date of death is 31st December 2019. This means from 31st March to 31st December, the time period becomes 9 months. Remember, this time period is 9 months because we will be utilizing this time period of 9 months for calculation of few heads further in our question. Now, first adjustment, the deceased partner will be entitled to his share of profit up to the date of death, calculated on the basis of previous year's profits. And remember, for calculating the profit share of the deceased partner, we have to take care of the time period 9 months in this adjustment. Then further, he will be entitled to share of goodwill of the firm calculated on the basis of 3 years purchase of average profit of last 4 years. The net profits for last 4 years have been given here. Previous years just before 31st March 2019. Then his drawings up to the date of his death was rupees 18,000, and the question says determine the amount payable to the legal representatives. Who are the legal representatives? The executors of the deceased partner. Who is the deceased partner in a question? Z is the deceased partner, by preparing the necessary accounts. So keeping in mind the time period 9 months, here is the first step of calculating gaining ratio. Since Z has died, so the remaining share of X and Y after death of Z is 6:1. Then we apply the formula new ratio minus old ratio to arrive at gaining ratio between X and Y, which is 6:1. In second step, we are calculating goodwill as per the instructions given in the question. These are the 4 years profit, 8 lakh, 6 lakh, 4 lakh and 2 lakh coming from the adjustment divided by 4 multiplied by 3 years, because the language of the question said 3 years purchase. So we multiplied by 3, which gives us rupees 15 lakh. Now in this 15 lakh goodwill of the firm, we find the Z's share. Z's share will be 15 lakh into 1 by 8. Why 1 by 8? Because the profit sharing ratio was 6:1:1. So Z being the third partner, 1 by 8 becomes his share. And this is his goodwill, 1,87,500. Now, you know that what we do, we divide this goodwill share of Z between the gaining partners X and Y in their gaining ratio. So the share goes as 1,60,714 for partner X. For partner Y, it comes as 26,786, and the Z partner is credited with 187,500, being Z's share of goodwill debited to gaining partners in the gaining ratio 6:1. So simple steps. It has been coming in every question of retirement as well as death. I hope you understand this. Now children, before we make the deceased partner Z's capital account and its executor's account, here is our working notes for two small topics of the question. Remember, the question said about calculating the share of Z from the date of balance sheet till the date of his death, which was to be calculated on the previous year profit. So, computation of Z's share of profit. Previous year profit is 2 lakh, which is coming from the question. The 4 years profit were given. So the last year 2018-19 is the previous year before the date of death, which was 31st December 2019. So we have to take only the previous year profit 2 lakh. Then we have to apply this with time period, which is 9/12, and the share of deceased partner Z 1/8. So Z's share of profit for the time period will be equal to 2 lakh multiplied by 1/8 multiplied by 9/12, which comes as 18,750. For that 9 months time period, Z will be provided 18,750 as his share of profit, and for this the journal entry is, please note down journal entry I am dictating. The entry goes profit and loss suspense account debit 18,750 to Z's capital account. I repeat, profit and loss suspense account debit to Z's capital account, being Z's share of profit for the time period credited to his capital account. Now, why do we call it suspense account? Because this is just an estimated profit on the basis of previous year 2 lakh. This is not the real profit of this 9 months duration. So since it is an estimated profit on previous year profit, the calculation has been done. So we put it not in profit and loss account, it is debited to profit and loss suspense account. Remember this. And if you remember, there was a loan provided by Z, 50,000 on the liability side of balance sheet. And since there is no information of rate of interest on loan by Z, the provision of Indian Partnership Act 1932 will apply, and Z will be paid interest on loan at the rate of 6% per annum. Therefore, interest on Z's loan will be equal to 50,000. The amount of loan comes from the liability side of balance sheet into the minimum rate applicable 6/100. This is according to the partnership. This is according to the rate of interest given under the topic Provisions of Partnership Act 1932 when there is no partnership deed. This was our first chapter when we did partnership fundamental, and if you remember, that was taught that in absence of any partnership deed, the rate applicable on loan given by partner is 6%. Please remember these are small things which should always be learned by heart. And then the time period 9/12. So the interest on Z's loan comes as rupees 2,250. Remember, the loan was given by Z to the firm, so he will be receiving this interest from the firm. Clear? I hope this is understood. Now that we have discussed gaining ratio, share of retiring partner's goodwill and its treatment with the journal entry, and also the working notes for his share of profit as well as interest on Z's loan, we are finally ready to prepare Z's capital account. We bring down his capital by balance BD 2,50,000. This comes from the balance sheet. For bringing down the capital from balance sheet, there is no journal entry. Please remember that. Then this is loan which Z has given to the firm, so he should get back his loan by loan from Z 50,000, and this has a journal entry loan from Z account debit to Z's capital account. Since he's dying, so he should get back this money back. I repeat, entry loan from Z's account debit, or we can say Z's loan account debit to Z's capital account. This is the interest on loan by Z 2250, and for which the entry is interest on loan from Z's account debit to Z's capital account. The reserve was given in the question, so Z will get his share 6250. Entry is general reserve account debit to Z's capital account. Then his share of profit for the time period 9 months. I've already discussed this entry, so it comes here, profit and loss expense account debit to Z's capital account. And finally, we credit Z's capital account with his share of goodwill debited to X and Y in the gearing ratio. X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit to Z's capital account. So the amount comes here 1,60,714 and 26,786. Finally, the total of credit side is done, which comes as 5,14,750. There was drawings given in the question, so drawing has to come to debit side, for which the entry is Z's capital account debit to drawings account 18,000. The balancing figure is transferred to Z's executors. So this is to Z's executors account 4,96,750, for which the journal entry is Z's capital account debit to Z's executor account. And then, since the question has asked us to prepare Z's executor account, we'll prepare Z's executor account. On the credit side, we have to bring this amount from left side of capital account to the right side of executor. So you see this 496. Straight away copy this from here to the credit side of executor because of the entry which we have discussed just now. And what is the entry? The entry is Z's capital account debit to Z's executor's account. Write the total. Same total is written on the debit side. And since nothing is paid to the executor on the date of death, which is 31st December 2019, the entire amount goes to the debit side as 4,96,750 balance CD. We can also write this as Z's executor's loan account. Instead of balance CD, it's better to write Z's executor's loan account. Till the time it is not paid, it will be appearing as a loan for partner X and Y. So children, make this as Z's executor's loan account. Instead of balance CD, I repeat, you will write Z's executor's loan account here, for which the entry will be Z's executor's account debit to Z's executor's loan account. So I hope this is understood. Today we have discussed another question of death of partner with its capital account as well as the executor's account prepared. Now suppose in this question it was said that Z executors on the date of death were paid 2 lakh rupees. You know what impact it will make? I repeat, if the question says Z executors on 31st December 2019 were paid rupees 2 lakh. So here there will be entry. First you will not write this, you will write to bank account, or you can write cash account and show the amount 2 lakh here. Then from this 4,96,750 you will subtract 2 lakh and the remaining 2,96,750 will come here again, and that will be written as to Z's executor's loan account. So when the payment is made, you show it through bank or cash. To bank account 2 lakh, and the balancing figure that will reduce to 2,96,750 will be shown to Z's executor's loan account 2,96,750. This I am saying if your question says that an amount is paid on the date of death of the deceased partner. There are questions in the book which will say this. So with this, we come to an end to today's class. I hope you have understood. Now the practice should be on. You should keep on practicing and do not miss any opportunity to utilize the time in your hand. Thank you. God bless you all.